Hi, my name's Elizabeth Ray, and I'm a PhD candidate studying social psychology at Indiana University Bloomington. I'm presenting my work, A New Hope, Virtuous Hope Predicts Environmental Prosociality, and I'll be showcasing that virtuous hope predicts environmental prosociality beyond cognitive hope. This is study one of my dissertation in collaboration with Dr. Ed Hurt, Kendra Thomas, Peter Todd, and Nathaniel Geiger. To start with some background, cognitive hope is the most prolific type of hope studied in social psychology. It's an individual-oriented, motivational, goal-directed mindset. Cognitive hope includes agency, or the will, or willpower, and pathways, the ways, or way power. Virtuous hope is a communal and other-oriented virtue. It is a purposeful vision for the common good that encourages others despite adversity. Distinct from the well-studied individual-oriented conceptualization of hope, virtuous hope is rooted in qualitative research and guided by a virtue science framework. I hypothesized that virtuous hope would be a stronger predictor of environmental prosociality than cognitive hope. I collected this data online with a sample representative of US Census data. Accordingly, this sample had roughly equal representation of men and women, as well as Democrats, Republicans, and independents. In this work, environmental prosociality was measured across the private, public, and policy sphere, including behavioral intentions, activism, personal and collective efficacy, personal and collective response efficacy, private policy support, and public policy support. In the middle, I showcase simple regressions of each individual predictor. In alignment with previous research, agency and pathways significantly predicted many measured aspects of environmental prosociality. Specifically, agency and pathways both significantly predicted all measures included in this study aside from behavioral intentions, private policy support, and public policy support. Virtuous hope was a significant individual predictor of all measures of environmental prosociality included in this study. On the top right, I showcase the results of a hierarchical regression. For simplicity, I've shown the results with all measured aspects of environmental prosociality as a single construct, given there was a high reliability across this single factor. Here you can see that although pathways and agency were significant predictors of the single construct of environmental prosociality, when virtuous hope was added to the model in step 2, agency and pathways were no longer significant predictors. Overall, this work showcases that virtuous hope is a unique predictor of environmental prosociality over and above cognitive hope. In alignment with the present results, I expect other-oriented outcomes to be predicted by virtuous hope over and above cognitive hope. When it comes to individual-oriented outcomes, I expect individual-oriented outcomes to be predicted by cognitive hope over and above virtuous hope. So, in future work, including my dissertation, I will be exploring the comparative roles of cognitive hope and virtuous hope across a range of both individual-oriented and other-oriented social psychological outcomes. If you're curious for results of hierarchical regressions for each individual outcome measure, or if you're interested in the comparative roles of hope types generally, feel free to reach out to me by email. You can also use the QR code in the bottom right to access my website.